Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first Spain vlog. We're gonna explore today in Spain here. We're gonna explore in Malaga today. And it's gonna be a beautiful sunny day. We have a lot of locations to explore today and we are very excited. The sun is getting up around the mountains here. So a little bit cold still outside, but it's gonna be 20 degrees. So that's gonna be nice and we hope you will enjoy this vlog. Dat is een waterreservoir voor als het bosbrand is. So guys, after driving like 5 kilometers through the middle of nowhere, like these sand roads, we arrived, or we think we arrived, at our first Urbex location of the day. It's a monastery, we believe, but I hope there is something left. I think it's a ruin or something like that. First location in Spain, I'm very excited for that, and yeah, let's see what we can find. I almost fell there. It's beautiful here. The mountains in the distance over there. Just saw the Malaga city from above. That was awesome. And now here, walking through the middle of nowhere to an abandoned location, we believe. That's incredible. It's just incredible. I love vacations. Who doesn't? What? So we had to take the car again because it was too far for walking. But we just saw it in the distance. We are going to a church, a monastery. It's an abandoned monastery, a ruin of course, because we are in the middle of nowhere. There are not going to be any artifacts inside of it, but it's a really neat place I believe. But the road to there is just unbearable. I'm going to show you. Look at the road here. It was much worse, but now it's a little bit better. But we can only drive like 10 kilometers an hour. William was a little bit crazy on these roads. He thinks he's a rally driver.
With this car? No way.
Yeah, we have a rental car, so we have to be careful because otherwise we have to pay 400 euros. We have arrived. We just arrived at the church. Wow, it's really a ruin. So I'm standing here in front of this abandoned ruined church. It's a really beautiful piece, but first I'm going to show you something else that's up there. Over here is something like a water reservoir, fountain, something like that. That's in front of this church here. See, used to be some sort of fountain. I don't know much about this place. I couldn't find anything on the internet, but over here you can see there is a water reservoir and there's a helipad behind it. And here behind the fountain there is this helipad, and in front of it there is this water reservoir, and they use this water reservoir to extinguish fires in the nature reservoir that we are at the moment, the nature park that we are in. It's a really huge park in Malaga. And now I'm gonna show you this church. I think it's incredible. This here is our car for the week, a little one. With this car we drove like 10 kilometers through these sandy roads and everything. Really rugged terrain. They handled pretty fine. This is the front of the church. There's a reading on it that says Carretera de Bailen. And then there are some numbers on it. It says KOS 84400 a Malaga, and another number. This here is the main wall of the church. It used to be beautiful in its glory day. You can see behind the church here. I'm gonna look on the internet if I can find a picture of the church in its glory day, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna find anything about this. What did you find, William? Wasps? Where? Yeah, wasps. Yeah, let's go inside of the church. Whoa. William pointed out that there are a lot of wasps inside of there. I think maybe you can see them fly. What I was wondering about when we drove to this place was like, we are driving through these sand roads like 10 kilometers, and we hadn't seen anybody, any car for like in a half an hour, and then we come across this church, and I thought to myself, why is this place here? Who used to come to here? And why was it built here? Those things I wonder about. First thing I want to point out, people in the day when the church was built, they were much shorter. Come over here, William. Stand next to the door if you want. Yeah. You don't hit it, but I would hit it, I think. No? If I walk through there? Oh yeah, I am hitting it. Yeah. I'm a little bit taller than William.
Over here some graffiti.
Yeah. You're in the middle of nowhere, and then you see graffiti. Guys, stop this. One of the rooms of this church. It's actually a monastery. So there would be like monks in here. Yeah? In the day when people were more religious than now, there would be monks in here. They would live here maybe. Maybe they would live here in peace. They built this place to have a nice place away from the people where they could pray and they could believe in God without anybody interrupting them. There's a huge hall. This would be the main place of the church, the main square where everything happened. What's that? Is there a hole? Maybe there's a cellar. Fireplace, okay.
Or the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Yeah.
It could be true.
I don't know.
Wow, have a look in there. Cool. Is there like a chimney? No. No chimney. Strange. What do you have over there? Oh, I almost fell there. Whoa, this block almost fell on my foot. Oh my god, I was lucky there. I just broke down the church, this block fell down. Okay. I have to watch out in here.
I think here was a little statue or something.
Maybe a statue of Mary, or
Yeah, I think.
of course it has been taken away. That's always the case, yeah. A lot of another room. Just a little room. Also some statues would be in here. I think the church was also 2 stories high, because you can see there would be wood beams in here. In these holes there would be wood beams running across the place.
Over here you can see that.
So it would be 2 or 3 stories, something like that.
I think also this was normally lower. I think
Lower,
the roof
yeah.
is,
Which much higher.
I think
Is this the roof? This could be that it came down, that the roof came down and we are now walking on the roof.
over here you can see as well. It was definitely 2 stories.
Yeah, definitely 2 stories, because it goes down here. Long way down. And you can see there are some beams still running out of there. So there would be a floor here. Maybe this was the sleeping quarter for the monks to sleep. You don't want to fall down here. Wow. Incredible place. William just pointed out something to me which was really interesting to me. If you can look here, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. You can see these beams. They have been cut So it might be that they had intention to make a ruin out of this. Maybe they used the materials in here to build another house or something else. Interesting. The bow here.
That's the plaster.
Plaster on it. Must have been an incredible place in the day. I always use my imagination to imagine these places in my mind. This would be the main chapel. The priest would be in front of there, giving his speeches. I can hear the wasps, so I have to be careful. I think the altar would be here, something like somewhere here, and then there would be stairs all the way through this room. Of course there would be a roof above my head in the time. William just pointed out something to me. Okay, we're gonna have a look. What did you find? Oh, wait.
Also here with the plaster.
Oh yeah, with the plaster, this beautiful door.
But you need to look this on the inside.
The inside?
It was a round chamber.
A round chapel or...
With really old wood.
Yeah. Wow. This was the first location we have done in Spain. We have been looking around but there is not much to see in Spain. Most of the abandoned homes and abandoned places, they are just trashed and they have no furniture inside of them. And that's really unfortunate, of course. But I like places, ruins like this. This is also very nice. It's also Urbex. So that's why I want to share it with you guys. And yeah, this is where I'm going to end the video. I don't have much more to tell you guys about this place. Next week you're going to see another video. Hopefully we can find something else in Spain. And then you're going to see another video in Spain. Otherwise it's going to be another one from Belgium. And yeah, as always, we want to thank you guys for watching. And we are going to explore a little bit further in Spain. Bye guys. Love you.